Hey there. So today we're going to look at Apple Clips. Apple Clips is an amazing video creator app that allows students to make videos quite quickly, which they can then use to demonstrate or communicate their learning in a variety of subject areas. Best part about this app? It's free. That's right, free. So let's get right into it and see what Apple Clips can do. Okay, so I'm going to open up Apple Clips, and this is what my main screen looks like. This big pink button in the middle, that's my record button to create a clip. All I do is hold that down, and then I can look at, on either side of that button and above it, some sources for input, as well as some extra effects that I can put onto the clips that I make. So we'll go into each one of those sources and kind of see how they work. Okay, so the first source that we're going to look at is the one that I've got it on right now, and that's the camera. So right now I can see that camera is the selected source, and now if I want to take a video clip, I just hold down this record button, and as long as I'm holding it down, it's going to make a video clip using the camera. As soon as I'm done, release the button, and we've made that clip. We can take a look at that. It's up down here on the timeline, so just clicking on that, I can then play that clip. Just hold down this record button, and as long as I'm holding it down, it's going to make a video clip using the camera as soon as I'm done. So there you go. You can see how quick and easy it is to make a clip, and that as I make clips, they are appearing down here on the project timeline. Those can be moved to any point in the project, or I can click on them, delete, trim it, add some effects to it, and add live titles, which I'm going to go into what each of those are in a second. So that's the camera feature, and also I can turn the camera around so that I'm either going front facing or rear facing. So that is the camera feature. So the library feature that's in the middle here, the library allows me to select an image from my camera roll. And so I can see that's a little bit, there we go. So now it fits the frame of the screen. So this might be really interesting if students have worked on a research project or inquiry project and they're providing some images that they're then going to go into greater detail about. This image will stay on the screen for as long as I hold down the record button. You can see that it's creating the clip there at the bottom, and as soon as I hit stop, and so we can see that that one recorded for as long as I hold down about 10 seconds. So the cool thing would be then you can then add some effects to it. So for example, you might want to put a text box on, or you might want to put an emoji on, or a sticker to provide some emphasis. Once I'm recording, I should mention though that you can't, if I'm putting a sticker, I'm putting a label on, I can't move that sticker. I can move the picture, but I can't move the sticker. So like just putting the sticker on, I can make the sticker as big or as small as I need to. I can turn it around to be talking about something else. I can't do all of this though while I'm recording. So you might, so let's put a sticker on and then kind of demonstrate how this might be useful. So let's look for the sticker. I like this arrow one. So I'm going to get it to where I want it for the start of my clip. So that's where I want it when my clip begins. So I might then be talking about the way that I solved this problem. To solve this problem, I looked at how many cubes were in each row. I noticed that on the bottom row there were 12 cubes because it's 4 groups of 3. So then releasing that record button, I could then move my arrow up to the next row. I noticed in this row that there were 3 by 3, so that's 9. I move it up to the next one, and again going right back to the record button. This row is 2 by 3. And this row is 1 by 3. Now when I go back to that first clip that I made, on the screen for as long as I hold down, not that one, that one. So we can see this, we'll see how the arrow moves. To solve this problem, I looked at how many cubes were in each row. I noticed that on the bottom row there were 12 cubes because it's 4 groups of 3. I noticed in this row that there were 3 by 3, so that's 9. This row is 2 by 3, and this row is 1 by 3. So in the way those play, they play like one continuous long clip, even though it was made up of 4 smaller clips. So I'm just moving the arrow or the sticker around on the screen between clips, and then when I actually play it back, it does look like I had the ability to move it as it was recording. Pretty cool feature. Can really allow the students to get specific about what they're talking about. Those stickers can also be added to live video. For example, I can get this where I want, so maybe I wanted to kind of focus on this unruly sideburn hair. I need a haircut. So as I'm recording my clip, that shape will appear on the screen to kind of emphasize what it is that I'm talking about. And when we go back and play it, as I'm recording my clip, that shape will appear on the screen to kind of emphasize what it is. Okay, one of the other things that you might want to do, so we've looked at the camera, we've looked at library. The last thing I want to show you here with different inputs that you can select would be posters. So posters are text or title screens that we can, for most of them, I think the only ones that you can't do it for are these bottom 3 categories. But you can put these title screens in and then customize the text. And they work the same way as using a picture from your library. This title screen is going to appear in your project for as long as you hold that record button. So for example, let's try this Once Upon a Time one. Now as I'm holding the button, that Once Upon a Time is going to show up for the duration. I can then just let go of the record button and that title screen has been added. Now as I'm holding the button, that Once Upon a Time is going to show up. And so then the other thing that I mentioned is that you can customize the text. And then to add it, you just hit the apply. We didn't see it, but up in the top corner. And then there you go. So now, because I recorded the clip before, here, let's delete that clip and just, so now I've got, and I can just add that clip to my project. And again, as with every other clip, we can drag that around to exactly where we need it. So this might be something that you put at the beginning, you put at the end, or even just a little bit of kind of creativity in between different clips. So that's the great thing about this, is very easy to just play around with and create really interesting video snippets that then get stitched together when we save the project, which I will show us how to do that before the end of the tutorial. The other thing that I wanted, live titles. Live titles is a really cool feature. It's this feature that's on the left side of the record button, and what that is live titles will convert all of my speech into text that will appear on the screen, which is really interesting. It's pretty cool. So let's turn that on. Live titles gives us a bunch of different options of where the text will appear or how it will appear, but we'll just, for the purpose of this demonstration, just select the first one. And now as I hold down the record button, all of my text is going, or all of my speech is going to appear on the screen, which is really cool. And I can go on and on and on, but I won't. And as soon as I'm done, I just let go. So now when I play that back, when I play that clip back, now as I hold down the record button, and I can already notice that it's kind of messed up some of my speech. So in order to fix that, I would just, I'm in the kind of editor screen of the specific clip that I've selected, and clicking on the live title shows me all of the text that it converted, or all of the speech to text that it converted, and I can take a look and then fix any of the mistakes. Maybe I mumbled, maybe I spoke a little bit too fast, or maybe the iPad just misheard me. I then have the option to go in and fix all of that text. So that's pretty cool, and just another way that students can add some creativity to their project. So let's just get rid of that sticker that I was using. We've gone over live titles, we've looked at camera, library posters, and effects. Up in the top corner of the screen here is an audio option. This allows me to add music that is currently on my iPad, but it also has some built-in soundtracks, quite a few actually, but not very customizable. So once you select a soundtrack, it's going to play that soundtrack for the entire length of the project, and you can't add another one. You can only replace it. So not a lot of customizable features there, but still pretty cool that you can add some audio to it. And when it does play the audio plays low enough in the background that you don't feel like you need to shout your narration over the audio clip that's playing in low key. And they're a little jazzy and upbeat, or looking at it, you can select something specific like playful, or where's another one? Sentimental, retro. So I mean, lots of options there. And then on the flip side, this is kind of my project library, so I can take a look at all of the different projects that I have going on, create a new one. So this is cool if different students are using the same iPad to work on their projects. Unfortunately, you can't password protect it or anything like that, so hopefully the students are kind to each other and don't delete the projects. So taking a look here, these are all of the little snippets that I have created just playing around. Now if I wanted to, and I'm done, then all I would do is click the save button or the share button, and then these are the options that I have. I can put this project into OneDrive, send the project elsewhere, or I can just simply save the video to the camera roll. And so what it's doing now is just taking all of those clips, sticking it together, and then saving it as one complete video file in the camera roll, which I can then share with students or share with their parents, and there we go. So Apple Clips is really, really cool, very user-friendly, extremely easy to use. My suggestion would be to just kind of open it up and start playing with it. You'd be surprised at how quickly you feel comfortable enough that you can make a really dynamic video clip with, Apple Clips. Really think it's great. If it's something that you would like a little bit more kind of a personal tutorial on, feel free to email me. My tech days again are Thursdays and Fridays. I can come and show you how to use it, show your students how to use it. Really great time of year as we're kind of nearing the end and we're wanting to collect evidence of our student learning. This could be the tool that you're looking for. Anyway, Apple Clips, check it out. If your iPad is new enough that it runs the iOS 11, then it's free and should be easy to find in the App Store. Apple Clips. Have fun playing with it. Take care.